Morning, barely awake Cappy here. Hello, children. And we got an interesting email that I think are going to help out a lot of young boys out there in the Bakken Oilfield. And this is a problem I think many of those guys face. And I drove out there. I took my crotch rocket out to a, what are they called? Not a platform, a rig. Was at a man camp, and yeah, there ain't no fucking girls around. Normally there ain't no people around in North Dakota. And then you get out and there's nothing. And now there's just a bunch of guys and some antelope. And that's what that western part of North Dakota looks like. And our friend writes, Dear Cappy, I am a 21-year-old male working in the Bakken Oilfield. I purchased my own house last March and own multiple vehicles along with some toys. I was recently promoted to assistant manager along with my own crew. Dude, how many fucking liberal arts grads? They're not even grads at the age of 21. They're like, well, maybe I'll stay in college another year. I'll be there for 5 years. I mean, you have your own crew. You make more than the average fucking 35-year-old douche with his fucking master's in English. You're doing good, kids. Don't be so dead. That's darn fine. For America should be proud. I'm not worried about my job because it doesn't change with the oil prices. That's good. I made $84,000 last year and another $13,200 from renting extra rooms in my house, basically making my house payment free. Are you fucking kids paying attention to this guy? I don't just spew this out and say it for farts and giggles, okay? This guy, he's living, he's doing it. I know this isn't addressing your concern. I just wanted to make you an example for younger boys to look up to, and older people to look up to. But that's enough bragging. I'll get to the point. I've been having trouble finding a decent girl. I've dated half a dozen in the last 4 months. I liked all of them, but they all turned me down because I am too settled down, or at least that seems to be the problem. I feel like if I sold it all and just lived like most guys my age, I would have a better chance. My question is, should I not worry about girls so much and keep focusing on my career and life, or just sell half of it and live a more bachelor-style life until I'm older? I know you said that younger guys like myself should wait till we are older to buy houses, but that was after I already purchased it. Actually, don't worry. That the Bakken Oilfield is different, and if you're cash flowing it, you're doing fine. So that's where your job is, so don't worry. That wasn't a mistake. Don't beat yourself up over that. I'm just a little lost. Thanks in advance for the advice, Dylan and Dickinson. All right, Dylan, well, here's the deal. I took a couple notes. I had you send me your picture to find out if you were ugly. That's always my first question, is if someone's having trouble dating, are they ugly? You're not ugly. You're hideous. No, I'm kidding. You're a good-looking kid. You look fine, so it ain't that. What it is, and I guarantee it's two things that are besetting you. One, you're in the Bakken Oilfield. All right, you're near Dickinson, North Dakota. There are just not a lot of women, and there are so many more men than women, and a lot of these men are making money that women can afford to be incredibly choosy. They can be incredibly choosy, and there's always somebody better. There's always somebody who makes more. There's always that you know, you started off as a driller, or no, drillers are higher ranked, but you started out as just like the fucking maintenance man or the cook at the man camp, and also you become a driller, and then you become a manager of a rig, and you keep going up and up and up, and there's so much money and so many men flooding that area. It's a girl's wet dream. I mean, so you don't worry. There's always a better offer. The grass is always greener on many sides, and it has no reflection upon you. It's just that that area is awash with men with money. So there is absolutely no incentive for a woman to settle down. They're hypergamous. Look it up, hypergamy. Their hypergamous nature is on super accelerated speed. So they're always looking for the better deal, and that means they're not going to settle down. The other thing, at your age, no girl wants to settle down anyway. You mentioned in a second email that you have to go to Bismarck, or a lot of the girls you're dating are in Bismarck because that's where the college is. No, the amount of leftist, socialist, and not even leftist, just social brainwashing today that we tell women, oh, you don't know kids, no fucking family, oh, you're a fucking dumb cunt if you dare to be a mother and raise children. That's not a real job. Shame on you. You just should be like, man, by God, you're going to become a man. And so the girls at 21, college-age girls, they're not. Marriage is the last thing in their mind. They don't want to settle down. See, you look like this You look like the old school, classical, good 1950s American kid. You know, like you got a great job. You're looking to settle down and start a family. You were raised on corn in Nebraska. You're just a good old farm boy. You're too good. You're too nice. You're too sweet. And back in the 50s, you would have them lined up, man. You'd have them. You'd be like in Mayberry at the Andy Griffith Show. The girls would all be bringing you pies. That's not what women are trained to. Young girls, young ladies are trained to look at today. They're getting their degree in sociology. They're going to become a teacher. Get my degree in education. Get my teacher's license. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to teach. Then I'll get my master's. I'll become a principal. And then, after working as a principal for 4 years and saving up money, I will start to look for a husband at the age of 32.76. And then I will get married in 3 months. And then I will have a child. And we will go part-time. And then I will have 2.1 children. And then I will go back after shipping my children off to daycare and having my coworkers take care of my children that I never really wanted. Anyway, I go back. Then I'll get my doctorate. And then I think I'll maybe... That's what they're thinking. That's what they've been programmed to... Okay, that's what the lack of thinking. There's no thinking going on. They're just doing what they were told. So not one of them is looking to settle down. So here's the problem that you face from a romantic perspective. If you're looking to settle down, boy, that's going to be tough. Because your job keeps you out there. And you have a great thing going, which I'm going to address later. But girls just aren't looking for it. So it's 1 in 100 is my dating experiences, and that goes back to the 90s. So I'm sure maybe it's even gotten worse. But what you're looking for, a girl that wants to settle down early and young and have kids in that area with that many men, it's almost going to be impossible. I hate to recommend it, but it's the only thing that comes to mind. You got to go to like fucking church or something. If you're going to find a girl out there, you got to find some old school traditional farm girl that just wants to have kids. The only other recommendation I can think of, and this is not going to guarantee it, is that you start looking older, because women live a little bit longer than men. You find like a 28, 29, 30-year-old that wants to start settling down, that's looking for a family. I don't think it's out there. True. I've been in Dickinson. I drove through your town, didn't even notice it. But I stopped in Dickinson. I know, I mean, there's nothing. All right. So what's sadly going to happen is you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to make your money. And then you are going to inevitably have to leave, or you're going to have to go online to other places to find where there are more women. And even then, this is a nationwide phenomenon. It's not like your little area is the only area where women have been trained to think that their career trumps family. Right? That's all over the country. So there you're going to increase your odds to 1 in 100. And it's going to take time, man. It takes fucking time. It is a part-time fucking job. 8 years, about 8 years of full-time going out there dating. You find one. And it sucks. It's debilitating. It burns out. You burn out. All right? And then you just, fuck it, I don't care. Are you nice? Do you support? You take care of you support yourself? Oh, good, let's go. You, me, come on. So, what I'm saying is you're either going to have to get out of that area to start finding a wife, or you have to go online. I would go online because it's risk-free. You pulling up roots and moving to some other place, give up that job. But yeah, in that area, your environment is just not good for finding a wife. I'm not saying it's impossible, but boy almighty, it's going to be tough. I can't think of a more hostile environment. Not hostile, difficult environment for that. Now, this brings the focus on your career and whether you want to stay there. All right, look, you're 21. I know you personally may like to find a wife, find and settle down with a girl. It's just not in the cards, and there's the statistics out there. Do not give up what you have going. You are so far. I need to provide you the context so you realize what you have. You have got to strike while the iron is hot. You are making more. This gives you the position of fuck you. Look it up. John Goodman, The Gambler. Find it on YouTube. You are earning the position of fuck you, and this is going to save you so much time, agony, pain, assery, and bullshit from baby boomer and my generation Gen X bosses down the road. You are going to be in the position of fuck you. You're going to have your house paid off. You're going to be making good money. You'll have a fine nest egg of cash. You got to stay there, because here's the truth, kid. One, there ain't no other great job offers out there in the country. Oh, I know, every fucking morning. Well, you're just a pessimist. Dude, you got it right. You're making almost 6 figures at a 21-year-old kid who has a house. You don't even pay your mortgage. You are in the top 1%, kid. You're doing it. Do not fuck this up. And I know it sucks. I know the social life may not be the greatest, but life is a lot harder trying to work. The average 21-year-old out there is working some part-time fucking barista gig, racking up tons of debt, fucking majoring in the dumbest shit, being led down the wrong path that's going to take 20 fucking years to get out of. You are on top of the fucking mountain with tons of money, good income, looking down, you got the lay of the land. Do not fuck that up. Go to bed at night knowing you are doing it well. Do not lose sleep. I don't want you worrying about one more calorie of energy over this. You gotta stay there. You gotta keep making that money. Pay off the house. When you pay off the house and you work up a good amount of cash, then maybe you think about something different, okay? But then by that time, you should have a good enough resume that you should start to look at other places where they're starting to frack or could consider fracking. Somewhere south. Houston, I mentioned Houston, but south along basically the Mississippi and to the west, there are larger towns and oil companies that are there. Maybe you could get into management of an oil company and to get into a large metropolitan area where you might find a nicer, have a more selection of women. All right, but right now, while you're damn well close to making 6 figures, I would say you start asking if they got managerial classes, if they got accounting classes, if they have something that you can take online. You start getting some managerial skills that will then allow you to stay within the industry, make even more money, but then move to, you don't give up your career, but you're still allowed to move, go to wherever their headquarters are, Dallas, I don't know, Omaha, St. Louis, something, okay? But you do not give up what you have right now. All right, you keep hammering away, you keep striking out that iron is hot, you keep making your money. All right, so one, you're not missing out on the career, because wherever you go now, you whatever minuscule improvement you'd have with the girls, your career would fucking suck. So don't abandon ship now. The other thing, look, you're 21, you're not missing out on anything. Honest to God, you're not. It wasn't until I was about 27 that I finally realized just how batshit insane and inferior quality and selection girls are. And it's not because I'm a misogynist. I'm the one that had to fucking date these broads. And they were a pain in the ass. And you look back and say, oh my God, I tolerated all this bullshit. Because you're like, oh yeah, well, you're girls, okay, boobies. You're not missing out. I know you see TV. I know you see people in the city. Wow, yeah, man, wow, look at that. It's exciting. Oh, look at it. They're at a nightclub and it's loud music and there's lights. Did you see the guy do the Pac-Man or the Budweiser commercial? All right? Dude, you're not missing out. You really aren't. I would say do your online dating. Do the best you can. The only other thing I could recommend in that regard where you're not missing out, go to Fargo if you can. Fargo. Me and my buddy Johnny Fargo. I got a buddy. When I was coming back from the Bakken Oilfield, we went nightclubbing, we went bar hopping because there's really no nightclub. There's some good looking girls in Fargo, and I know they're college age. I know but there's some pretty girls in Fargo. It was acceptable. It was all right. And I know that's 3.5, 4 hours the other way. But yeah, larger point. You're not missing out on a career anywhere else, and you're not missing out on girls anywhere else. So stay there. This is your fortress of solitude. Build up your cash. Get your position. Get to a point you don't ever have to worry about paying for a mortgage ever again. Use your rental income to pay for a house somewhere else. Then through the oil industry, through online classes, through whatever training they have, see if you get in the managerial class and start working at places in larger cities still in the oil industry. All right, that's all I got. Like I said, I'm really proud of you. America's really proud of you. That is an American dream come true. What you're doing. Don't feel bad. It's not your fault. I know you don't, and I know it's hard to say. Don't feel bad because, of course, you're not getting what you want. But you're getting as much as you possibly can. There's not more that you could get. You're doing better than anyone. I mean, there's like the doc that emailed one time. I mean, aside from a surgeon, man, you are punching so above your weight and hitting that out of the park. Try not to feel bad. Pat yourself on the back a little bit. Toodles.